Hey guys, Sun's Geek here. I made a rookie mistake. After all of my years on YouTube, I made a rookie mistake. I was using a microphone that my brother let me use, so shout out to my brother. I appreciate you. And the microphone was just way too quiet. Like the audio levels before editing were like this big.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So yeah, that will not happen again. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I promise it won't happen again. And enjoy the post-game reaction video. Quick disclaimer before we get started, you guys. This is just a post-game reaction video, so if there's something that I forget to talk about, please forgive me. Phoenix Suns basketball is back in our lives, and we are back with the post-game reaction videos, baby. We have so much to talk about, so let's talk about it. Where do I even begin with this game, you guys? It wasn't the prettiest for either the Suns or the Clippers, and I want you guys to remember that this is the first game of a very long 82 game season. There were times throughout this game the Phoenix Suns looked really good. Like, you guys remember in the second quarter when the Suns went on that 14-0 run and they were up like 40 something to like 29 against the Clippers? Like, that's the version of the Phoenix Suns that I hope that we're going to see a lot this season. And I'm going to talk about all the negatives and things that the Suns need to clean up later on. But the Suns had moments and flashes of this game where they looked like the Phoenix Suns that we want them to be. The ball movement was excellent throughout most of this game, specifically like in the first half and a little bit in the third quarter as well. The ball movement is crisp. And when you move the ball, it usually ends up in a wide open three. And we saw a little bit of that throughout this game. And speaking of the three-pointers, because that was something that I was really focused on during the preseason, the Suns made 15 threes tonight and they attempted 38. That is good enough for 39.5%. Now look, me personally, I kind of wish the three-pointers would have attempted a few more. That's just me personally. And obviously we know the Phoenix Suns can score a lot more than 15 threes. But for the Suns' first game, especially with how, swarming the Clippers defense was, the Suns shooting 39.5% from three is pretty good, all things considered. And it really sucks that we have to talk about this, you guys, but the Suns had 22 turnovers and only 25 assists. I know for a fact that the Phoenix Suns can have way more than 25 assists, and I know that they can lower that turnovers number. However, the bright side to the turnovers, I know that sounds a little crazy to say, was that our starting point guard, Tyus Jones, and our backup point guard, Monte Morris, had 0 turnovers combined. That is the key right there. And another thing too, and I saw a lot of people talking about this on Twitter and everything, is it honestly starts with the big three. The big three cannot be turning the ball over, especially Kevin Durant. How many did he have tonight? Like 7 turnovers or something like that? That is unacceptable. They need to stay out of foul trouble. They cannot be turning over the ball. And don't even get me started on the amount of shots that they didn't take tonight. The Clippers defense deserves a lot of credit. They were literally swarming us from the jump. And I hate to say this, Suns fans, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but some of this game, with how the Clippers defense looked and how the Suns were playing, kind of reminded me of last year. I'm not saying that this season's going to be a repeat of last season, but like the Suns got punched in the mouth defensively. If that makes any sense. They got punched in the mouth because the Clippers were just swarming them, double teaming the big three, and they pretty much had to pay for it. It was a low scoring, grinded out game. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say was at one point in this game, Kevin Durant went 18 straight minutes without a bucket. That's not even a joke. They said it on the broadcast. 18 straight minutes without a bucket. It even seemed like it took Bradley Beal a while to get going, up until like late in the fourth quarter when Kevin Durant hit a clutch shot and Bradley Beal would hit a clutch shot here and there. Big three have to take more shots. The Suns need to do a better job of getting them open so that they can take those shots. Again, I know I'm kind of going on a tangent and my post-game reaction video is all over the place, but that's what these videos are. So let's go ahead and read the stats. The Suns win 116-113 in overtime. This game literally almost went into double overtime. That would have been crazy if it happened. So let's talk about Kevin Durant, you guys. 44 minutes played tonight, 8 for 17 shooting. He attempted 5 threes, but only made 2. Got to the free throw line 9 times and made 7. Had 7 rebounds. However, again, like I mentioned, he had 7 turnovers. That is unacceptable. And you know what, guys? I'm going to humble myself real quick. That is something that last season I completely overlooked, and I really didn't notice until like late into the year, that Kevin Durant really turned the ball over a lot last year, and he did it again in this game. And I hope that he doesn't do it much this season, because we cannot afford to have Kevin Durant turning the ball over. However, he did have 25 points, and he hit some clutch shots just like Kevin Durant does. Tyus Jones in his Phoenix Suns debut played 35 minutes. He had 11 points, was 5 for 10 from the field. He also had 8 assists, 2 steals, and again, 0 turnovers. That is the key. Now, I think he does need to do a little bit of a better job kind of like orchestrating the offense. But again, kind of in all fairness to him, the Clippers defense was just absolutely swarming the Phoenix Suns. It was his first game. There are definitely things the Suns need to work on. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's talk about Bradley Beal, though. 38 minutes, 8 for 12 from the field, had 24 points, 3 rebounds, a steal and a block, and 1 assist. Now, a thing that I'm noticing to you guys as I'm reading the stats to you is that Kevin Durant had no assists. Devin Booker had 6 assists, but he got into foul trouble. Bradley Beal only had 1 assist. And I'm just looking up and down, like Grayson Allen had 3 assists, Monte Morris had 2 assists, but like I think the assist number just needs to be way higher. Because like I said, you guys, 25 assists tonight, I know the Suns can at least get 30 or more throughout, in more games throughout the season. And let's be real, Suns fans, I hate to pick on Devin Booker here, but he really had a bad game. He had like 15 points and 6 assists. It just was not a good Devin Booker game. It is going to happen. Devin Booker will be fine, Suns fans. But let me just kind of read you guys the numbers across the board. The Suns did shoot 48.7% from the game. I already talked about the three-point shooting, 39.5%.
A lot of boring math later.
So I know this post-game reaction video was all over the place, but that's kind of how this basketball game was. It was all over the place from both teams, and I do want to give a lot of credit to the Clippers defense again, because they were absolutely swarming us. But it wasn't just that. I think Norman Powell had a really good game. He's going to be key for them, especially if like James Harden has injuries and stuff, because I think he helped keep them alive in this game. And he even talked about it, how like the Clippers had like a collective defense attacking the big three, and he was just a Suns killer tonight. He hit some big time shots. And speaking of big time shots, James Harden started this game 1 for 8 and then absolutely cooked us in the third quarter. I think he had like 16 points in the third quarter and just continued to hit big shot after big shot, kept attacking, kept scoring. And I know that James Harden receives a lot of criticism like on social media and stuff, and from like Sixers fans most recently, but he is one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, and he definitely was lighting up the Suns tonight. I could seriously just sit here and keep reading the notes to you guys, but there's just so many. But like I said, you guys, it wasn't the prettiest game, but it wasn't the worst game either. It is game 1 of a very long 82-game season. And again, you guys, there's so much that I probably didn't talk about. There's probably so much that I missed. So I want you guys to get active in the comment section. What are your takeaways from the Suns' first game of the 2024-25 season? Seriously, you guys, get active in the comment section and let me know, especially if you made it this far into the video. And I want to thank you guys for getting my channel through another NBA offseason, through the NBA preseason. We are back. Phoenix Suns basketball is back, and the videos are back. Like I said, you guys, I'll probably do some kind of like follow-up live show or some kind of video to continue to recap this game, but this is just my reaction. These are just my thoughts. Let me know if you guys like this kind of content, and I will do my best to bring you more videos like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Brandon, aka Suns Geek, and if it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, I'm going to make a video about it. Make sure to Hulk smash that like button, and please subscribe for everything Phoenix Suns. If it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, I'm going to make a video about it. Win or lose, Phoenix Suns for life, and thank you guys so much for watching. Go Suns.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.